broken out at Windscale, the country's first nuclear reactor.
I have never been so frightened in my whole life.
Mankind had not faced anything like this ever before.
From 1947, the building of Britain's first nuclear reactor at Windscale took on epic proportions. 4,000 tons of graphite were used to build the two reactors. The walls were 7 feet thick, the chimney 400 feet high. Suddenly, science was sexy. More than 5,000 atom men and women landed in a small part of the northwest of England. But Windscale wasn't built to fulfill the dreams of Britain's young atomic heroes. It was built to make bombs. The men monitoring the temperature gauges on the control panel had noticed that the reactor was heating up, more than it should. They ordered a Wigner release. This was the process they had come up with a few years earlier. Heating the graphite core had the effect of releasing any dangerous stored energy in the core. Once the energy was released, the graphite would eventually cool down. They'd done Wigner releases before, 8 times. If the Wigner release worked, Goodwin would see the temperature rising all across the core, showing the stored energy was being released. Instead, the temperatures were falling when they should have been rising. The Wigner release hadn't removed the stored energy, except in one channel, 2053, which did appear to be releasing its stored energy. Unlike the rest, its temperature was rising. By early Tuesday morning, they faced a choice: leaving the stored energy in the reactor risked a fire. Heating the reactor further, a second Wigner release would raise the temperature of the core even higher.
The experienced people decided that it would be necessary to warm it up again, which had been done in the past.
The second heating worked. The temperatures rose in all the channels, including 2053. The stored energy was being released. Now they had to make sure the temperatures didn't rise above the maximum allowed. Windscale's air cooling system was turned on to cool the graphite core still further. But by Thursday morning, it was clear the reactor was behaving unpredictably. Inside channel 2053, The cartridges, which had been redesigned to increase tritium output, had caught fire. The decision the year before to reduce the aluminium in the cartridges meant they could burn more easily. The extra heating for the Vigna release had caused them to burst and catch fire. The accident the scientists had feared had finally happened. In trying to cool the core, they had fanned the flames of the fire, causing it to spread throughout hundreds of channels. The fire was soon burning out of control, radioactivity pouring out of the chimney.
The activity in the chimney went up a lot, and it became obvious that something was really adrift.
The immediate concern appeared to be contaminated milk and the risk that babies could develop thyroid cancer. The government ordered all the milk produced for miles around to be poured away.
Emergency at Windscale atom plant, and the milk from 200 square miles of farmland is condemned as radioactive.